There is. It's ridiculous. But my husband and I met actually on my first night ever in Sydney, Australia. A couple of the guys in the band I was playing with had friends out at Hillsong, and so they were having a barbecue. So we went to this barbecue, and the man who would become my husband was there, and I had a hideous dress sense. I was sponsored by a particular athletic brand, which is bizarre because I am the most uncoordinated person on the planet. So I was wearing these shoes that were kind of like boxing boots, kind of like mid-calf with like gold and black and white, and my husband looked around and he knew everyone at the barbecue, but he didn't know me, and so kind of came up and introduced himself, and he started by saying, "Those are very interesting shoes. I haven't seen any like that before." To which I said, "Oh no, you wouldn't have. They're not in the stores yet." And he said, "If they're not in the stores, how do you have them?" And I said, "Oh, I'm sponsored by this particular brand, and so they sent me the shoes." And he said, "Oh, why are you sponsored?" The first thing that I could think of was to tell him that I was actually a kickboxer, and I was in Australia for my first international tournament. To which he replied, "You look very feminine for a kickboxer." I said, "Well, I think it's very important to maintain a balance." And basically spun him this whole story. The guys in my band got on board with it, and he completely believed me. And then a couple of weeks later, I was playing a showcase for my label, and he came along with some of the people we'd met at the barbecue. He didn't know he was coming to see me. I walked on the stage, and he turned to his friend and said, "She's a kickboxer and she sings." And when I heard that story, I was like, this guy's going to be my best friend. And so we just became really good friends for a bunch of years, and then it changed, and now we've been married for coming up to a decade. Yeah.